Hello guys, how is everyone doing today? Market is showing very unpredictable moves. If I zoom in, let's zoom into the 15 minute for the Nasdaq 100, then you will have a better picture of what am I talking about. Look at this. We touched 11, how much is it? 11739, and then we are at 10917 currently. So yeah, quite the move shown by the markets. Of course, this is happening due to the CPI data that is expected tomorrow. So, quite the volatility in the market, but no problem. Let's start our day today. Let's start with the Dow Jones. Let's go to the daily chart for the Dow Jones, and we can see if we look over here, we saw a test of 28,800 recently, bounce from here again, trying to retest roughly 29,000 and again bounce from here 29,500 currently. So yeah, market is showing some good momentum right now. If we zoom out and try to see, then of course we can see that 29,500 actually is one of the resistance in the short term, and that is from where the market is rejecting currently. If we head over to Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin also, because I think very similar thing happened in Bitcoin. Look at this. Yeah, look at this candle. Let me show you. Look at this candle. It's all empty. It's look at all of this wick over here, all empty. Tested 800, 860 and bounced from here. So doji candle is forming on the 4-hour chart, and as you can again see, RSI went down till 26, and that is from where we saw a bounce. So market is trying to bounce. Market is trying to hold the current levels. As you know, tomorrow will be inflation data, so yes, that is an important time. Let's head over to the total market cap. So yeah, we broke out. Let me just complete this channel also, just for the sake of it. Let me just complete this channel also. Let's delete this, then it will make our life easier. Complete this channel. Yeah, right about there, fine. So yeah, I talked about this before also, that something of this sort might happen. We might come back to test this point, and of course if inflation data is not good tomorrow, we might see a dump towards the 850 billion mark. If not, then we will continue upwards. 910, 905, this can be first resistance where the 50 moving average in green is available. Also the point of control is here, the area of high volume. So yes, you can see how the market is reacting. Of course, tomorrow is a big day. Let's take a look at the 2-year short-term yields. Once again, look at this, form double bottom here, RSI going down. So yeah, bearish divergence was forming, and again rejection, and now correcting a bit. So maybe we will see a correction towards 4.15, I think somewhere around here, 4.15, 4.16. This is possible, and any correction in the 2-year yields of course means that we will see a pump in both the stock and the crypto market. So interesting action in the market. Let's take a look at Tesla also. Once again trying to find support around the 215, 220 mark, and bouncing from here. Good sign. Market is trying to find good support in this area, which is a good sign. As you all aware that on 19th October Tesla will announce its earnings, so that will be an important day. Now let's take a look. Yes, this one also, this is very important. This is the number of the percentage of stocks that are above 50 moving average. So currently 11.72, it is sitting at 11.72, which means that 11.72% of the total stock in the US market are above 50 moving average. So very low number, and this number is actually important. Why? Let me show you. This area was the June low, June 16 was the low. Look at all of this action that happened here, and we are having very similar action. Not only this, look at the pump we saw over here, pump, a small dump, retest, then again pump. Look at what is happening now, pump and again retest. So hopefully tomorrow there might be some good pump in the market tomorrow, given that inflation data is there. So not only this, there are some other factors also I will share with you now. Even if I zoom out, I can show you, look at this 2020, this is the COVID lockdown area. So went into negative territory and look at this huge pump we saw. So once again, see, this factor is also telling us that yes, the bottom is near. We are around that area right now. Let's take a look at high yield bonds also. Once again, look at this. Trying to form double bottom and then trying to bounce from here. So these are all some positive signs that the market has. Of course, we cannot look at negative things all the time, so we have to look at the positive sentiment also. Not only this, if we talk about Apple, of course, which is the largest stock in the world, not only in the US market, in the world also. So we are at the bottom part of the channel, trying to bounce from here. So this is good. This is a good sign. And again, we are at the support level of roughly 137. If we see a good bounce here, then yes, we might go back up towards the 145 mark, where the 200 moving average is also there. So there might be a retest of this number. So yes, interesting times, cannot, no doubt that we are in a very important time right now. Talking about everything, let's talk about gold also. So this is the daily chart for gold, and I talked about this in yesterday live also, that this is a downward channel. Okay, this is a downward channel that we had 1625, found support, breakout, now retesting this. If we are able to close above this and continue upwards, this can actually be a very good bounce for gold. 1750 can be one of the targets. Not only this, look at this pattern, look at this. This is an inverse head and shoulder pattern that is forming, and these are known to bounce towards the upside. So yes, gold is also telling us that yes, some possibility is there for a bounce in the market. And you can see we are at the day's range highest point right now. So lot of all the markets, let's take a look at Nasdaq. What is it doing? Yeah, trying to go towards the higher end for today. Same with S&P 500. If we talk about the technicals, they are telling us that we are a sell currently. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Okay, this is trading view is not telling about this. This is dollar index, again correction is happening. Dow Jones, again it is telling us that this is a sell, but we are at the daily range, the day's range. We are moving towards the higher side. So yeah, markets are trying to position themselves, trying to recover from the earlier lows that we saw in the day. And of course we have the GBP USD, a huge drop we saw over here, and then we saw news about the UK government entering the market, and we saw this pump, then correction, and then again trying to pump from here. The UK government has said that they will protect the pound at all costs, so they are doing open market operations. They are putting money into the market, putting pound into the market, which for the time being, okay, fine, they are able to save the pound, but in the long run this will again cause inflation, because of course you are printing more money. Let's take a look at oil also. Once again, if I look at this channel, I will show you. This downward channel is going on since when? Let's say, yeah, start of July roughly. From start of July we were rejecting here. Let me complete the channel, then it will make more sense. Let me complete this channel, then it will make more sense. Look at this. Yes, just like what I was saying about gold. So this is a downward trend we were in. Breakout, retest is happening. Of course, if we find good support, then we might go back towards the 92, 93 mark, and eventually 97 and 100. 100 can get tested this month. This is quite the possibility, and of course $100 barrel price of oil is not good at all, which will indicate that inflation will go up. Look at the right side, look at all of this volume. So yes, there is quite the chance of pump from here. Market can find support in this area, and we might see $95 or $100 for the oil. And oil is directly related to inflation, so next month can be really critical for the market. Many important things, oil is going up, industrial metals are going up, so which means inflation can go up. 90-80% chance is there that inflation will be higher next month. On top of that, we have midterm election for the US, so yes, quite a bit happening next month. And of course, 2nd of November is the interest rate decision. So many things happening in November, so we have to keep an eye on all of these news. Let's take a look at Ethereum also. Yeah, again trying to find support in this red box over here. This red box is currently at roughly 1275 till 1200, you can say. This is the box. This was previous resistance converted to support, and this is where the price is right now. But the problem is we are approaching this part, which is the top part of this long term downward channel we were in, and we have seen market don't react very nicely to this. We usually see drops from here, so there is chance that we might see a drop back towards the 1000 mark for Ethereum, but a lot of it is again dependent on what will happen with the inflation. So let's see what the inflation is doing. 8.3% inflation, sitting at 8.3% currently. So yeah, it's very high right now. In terms of technicals also, you can see very high RSI. Usually likes to correct from this area. Look at this correction happen over here. This was very high RSI, so some capitulation and then correction. So this is what I'm expecting actually. This is the sort of thing I'm expecting. Right now will remain roughly the same. Not a big change will happen in inflation. Next month maybe a little bit more than down. Then we will enter the first quarter for 2023, and then from there we can see drop in the inflation, and that will really help the market to pump. If we keep going back into the 90s, again we see, look at this, some capitulation happen, a little bit pump, and then again sudden drop in inflation. The key thing is, look at this, inflation drops very rapidly. This is the key thing. Look at this, very rapid drop in inflation, rapid drop. And this point also, 1980, very rapid drop in inflation. So yeah, this is something we have to keep an eye on. It will happen very sudden, and then the markets will, both the stock and the crypto markets will pump suddenly a lot. So yeah, these are some of the factors that are telling us that if we are able to do proper DCA, manage our risk, and end up have very nice average price in this next 6-7 months, we are able to get hold of good stocks, good crypto, and we are able to have very low prices, good prices. This is really the time where market will reward us. This is the time to take risk. Let's move on towards, let's take a look at Euro USD. Yeah, this was in a downward channel also. Let's go back to the daily chart. Yeah, again testing downward channel, pumping from here. This is the weekly chart. So yes, you can see RSI is touched 26, so that is quite low actually. The last time we saw such RSI levels was in 2015. So many factors are telling us that yes, the US stock, the dollar itself is getting overbought now, and the inflation, interest rate, everything is overbought. Markets are oversold, so there might be a reversal in the market soon. I am expecting a surprise tomorrow. A lot of people are extremely bearish right now, and these are the exact times when the market does the exact opposite. So we have to keep this in our mind. We cannot neglect the fact that market can suddenly do quite the opposite of what we're expecting. And talking about the market, look at extreme fear. Currently at 20, we are in extreme fear. So yeah, these are the times when you have to enter the market. These are the times when you have to take your chances. And also, if we look at market volatility, look at this one over here. Again, similar levels to the June low. The market pump at June 16, and at that time we were around 34 mark, and currently we are in the similar range. So yeah, this is showing that yes, there is a pump about to happen anytime soon. Maybe this inflation news is one of the last things, and then the remaining part of this month we can see good pump in the market until we reach November 2nd, when the interest rate decision will be announced. Also, if we go back, let's take a look at industrial metals. Let's go to the daily chart. Again, we can see, look at this bounce that is happening in the market. Look at this bounce. So yeah, a lot of factors telling us that this month might be okay in terms of inflation, or there might be some positive surprise for the market. But next month will be quite difficult, given that all of this is there. Inflation might increase because of the oil prices increasing, industrial metals are increasing. So next month can be a lot of problem for the market. Until then, I would like to remind everyone, if you are actively trading into the markets, please don't forget proper risk management. As you can see how volatile the markets are, so you have to protect your money. That is your own responsibility. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share. We'll see you next time. Until then,